This is the first in a series of videos I'm going to post looking at the continuous autofocus ability of the EM1mkII after the Firmware 2 update. Those of you using the camera probably noticed improvements to both stills and video. I'm going to use this first video to look at the differences between mechanical and electronic shutter at 10 frames per second using continuous autofocus with tracking of 2 different subjects and 3 different lenses. All 3 lenses will be shot wide open. I've got sensitivity set to 0 at the default value, focus priority set to on, and shutter speeds maintained at 1/1000th. Each burst is between 2 and 3 seconds. We'll start with the mechanical shutter. This is the 75mm prime. I'm going to play them back in slow motion after the initial burst so you can see the number of soft shots, the number of sharp shots in each grouping. Five of these shots in the first burst of 30 were soft. Let's take a closer look at 150%. Let's switch lenses to the 12-100, leave the settings otherwise the same, still using the mechanical shutter, one more 30-shot burst. We see similar results with the 12-100, 5 soft shots in this series. Let's take a closer look at 150%. In the final test using the mechanical shutter, we'll switch to the 40-150, otherwise autofocus settings the same. We'll do one more 30-shot burst. We'll try a different subject. We see similar results with the 40-150, approximately 3 soft shots in this series. The subject was moving a little bit slower. Let's look at the soft shots at 150%. Let's move on to the electronic shutter. We'll switch back to the 75mm prime, otherwise the settings will remain the same. Similar results to the mechanical shutter. 4 of these shots with electronic shutter were soft in this sequence. Let's take a closer look. Let's try it with the 12-100 still electronic shutter. There were 4 soft shots in this sequence, all clustered together in the middle. It seemed like the camera lost focus and then was able to regain it for the rest of the burst. And finally, the 40-150 with the electronic shutter. Similar results to the mechanical shutter. 3 shots were soft in this sequence. In the end, we don't see a tremendous difference between mechanical and electronic shutter hit rates. The electronic shutter is a little bit easier to use because there's less blackout as you're tracking a subject. Overall, all 3 lenses provided hit rates in the high 80 to 90% range. If you have a question or comment or ideas you'd like to see tested, leave it in the comment section below. Thanks for watching.